The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 WGBC invites you to the talk of all the towns in East Mississippi and West Alabama. Welcome to Mornings with Scott Ray and Candace.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Candace.
Yes.
Another glorious Tuesday. The bad part about today is it's going to rain.
Yeah.
Could be bad.
I hope it doesn't get as rough as what we kind of thought it would.
Well, as we look at what is coming today, we do have a chance of severe weather. Now, it's going to be, as this comes across Mississippi, once it reaches I-55, there east of Jackson, it will get worse as it comes this way. The worst of the weather will be, well, right here at the Mississippi-Alabama line is what forecasters are predicting as it moves into Alabama. Alabama will get a little bit worse weather as it develops, but it will begin getting bad right here. So be prepared for this afternoon. Should be out of the area by 3 o'clock this afternoon as we take a quick glance at radar this morning. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Nothing bad right now. We do have a shower or two occurring right now. You'll see there. Nothing bad with that as we pull up reading on the radar there.
It's really windy.
It
right
is.
Now. It's getting that way. It's blowing my car all over the road
This is what we've got out to our west that we're watching. This is the chance of severe weather. Let's go ahead and pull that up so you can take a look at today. This is what is coming. Now, it's moved a little bit east of Vicksburg, as you see now, that following that 55 line right there. When it gets right here is when it will get a little bit worse. And then here in this area, right down through here will be the worst. It moves into Alabama. We'll be here throughout the day to let you know when it is and what it is and how it's happening. Gusty during the storms. We could have gusts of 60 miles an hour. Up until then, we could have 30, 35 mile an hour gusts on a normal basis without the storms.
So what time frame?
The time frame the National Weather Service, and let's pull that up, is giving us. I think legitimately it'll be after lunch, but they always put in that little extra padding because it is Mother Nature what you're dealing with. This is what we're looking at on the Mississippi side from the National Weather Service. They're giving it 10 to 3 p.m.
Okay.
Now, as we look at Alabama, y'all, we got some wind, too. Want to bring that up. We're looking at noon to 5 on the edge of Alabama, western Alabama, Demopolis, Livingston, up through Tuscaloosa. If you're watching in those areas, be ready for it to be a couple hours later today.
Well, I want you to think about me today because I'm going
What
to
you
be
doing?
right out up in it.
You got a tent? What are you doing?
No, I got to take Alden to the doctor about his wrist.
Okay.
2:15 was the only time.
Well, you
So I'll be right in the middle of all of it, probably.
Yeah, hurry in there. Go early. Start there about noon. Go ahead and get you a chair.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and
Y'all,
settle in for the
You know
the
that you're not
storm.
going to get pulled in there till about 4.
Well, we will be in the parking garage. That's a good thing, but
There is really I want to talk to somebody
You
that
know
does
I
that
don't like that,
scheduling
yeah.
because why not fix it to where you only wait like 10 minutes? It's
Yeah.
always you wait 3 hours.
Well, hopefully we won't be waiting 3 hours. I mean, I'm sure they'll probably get us on in. Hopefully, I don't know. It's not like a clinic, it is a clinic, but it's not like where they go for the flu and all. It's a specialist.
I took my mama to the doctor not long ago. We sat there. We sat there and I saw the doctor walk by. Thought, Hour later, I said, "What's going on?" Oh, he went home. Thank y'all for telling me that. I do appreciate that.
I'm just thankful they could get us on in as quick as they did.
I decided since he didn't see her, we didn't ever need to go back and see him again. Lord have mercy. Things like that happen, though.
I remember when I was expecting and had to be at the doctor, and they got to rush off to deliver a baby, and you're sitting there for like another, extra hour,
We don't need
But
Fox News letting us know nothing up in here right now. So we'll turn that off.
Make sure it's not a natural disaster.
So you didn't have your water break or anything like that? That's what you were telling me
No.
about being pregnant? And
No, I mean, you just sit there. You just got to wait. You don't have any other choice,
they induce labor, do all that stuff?
Well, not that day.
Okay, well, I'm just saying it's
No, not that day. Somebody else might have got that, little treat.
horrifying things that happened at the doctors.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what's going on in our area today as we all welcome in. Good morning to you. We hope your day is good. So many people joining us from around the area.
Right. We have a birthday. Denise Burnside wants to wish her mother, Betty Burnside, a happy 85th birthday today. So hope you have a wonderful day, Miss Betty.
That's a nice one there. Hey, we got a picture a little bit earlier from Columbus, Ohio. It's been a little while since I've been through there. So let's pull this up. This is the windshield view of Columbus, Ohio this morning as someone's going down the highway.
That is beautiful.
It is. I've been
It's
through
like
there.
a postcard.
Yeah, that does look that way. Speaking of postcards, and I interviewed our live studio audience a minute ago, which obviously they had not listened to the news this morning at 6:30.
Well, I'll have to join them on that because I did listen to partiers.
I ain't gonna let them talk.
I listened to partiers this morning.
Let me show you that. They sit over there. They didn't watch nothing, and they want to talk. But we had an incident in Meridian overnight, and folks, somebody could be missing their pinky toe. I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but we had a shooting in Meridian last night, and here we go. One person shot in the toe.
Oh, gosh. The pinky toe. That looks like a big toe, Scotty Ray.
Well, it was pinky toe or big toe. They didn't specify which toe it was, but everybody, and I agreed with them as they looked at this, said it reminded them of Harlem Nights. And if y'all remember this, I pulled up Google. If you've never seen the movie, that is the scene where Eddie Murphy shoots Della Reese's pinky toe.
Oh, gosh.
And she's real mad about it. And she beats him, I think, with a purse after that, after he shoots her pinky toe.
I don't think I'd want Della Reese coming after me. Mm-mm.
He told her, he said, you mess with me, I'm going to shoot your pinky toe. She just kept going.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
She's like a version of Aunt Esther.
The bad thing about Harlem Nights that you could never do is play it in front of any children or anybody because it's just, the language in that movie was rough. But it did have some funny scenes, and that has to be the worst there. But the person that was shot in the toe decided they didn't want to go to the hospital. Someone was in their house and realized somebody was rolling around. They heard a sound, and somebody was rolling around in front of their house, and they called the popo, and, well, they were injured in the toe.
Well, let's just hope their toe recovers. Yeah.
Well, think about that. How bad would that be to limp around after you've been kind of wounded there in the toe? Wouldn't that be sore?
I'm sure, yeah.
I think the person would be easy to spot later today. If you see somebody with a gimp, that's them. We also had shots fired last night. Let's go on over and take care of this in the 17th Avenue area. Now, no one hurt, no one injured, no toes injured in this incident. This would be over here, 17th, 15th Street is where this went on. And again, that other one there, again, I keep telling you, as crime moves forward there, that's in the northern part of the Meridian area. Pay attention to where these things happen. I did not realize that we had bad cases of the flu so bad in the Meridian area.
One of our coaches, you're fixing to probably mention this, he said that there was like 70-something or 80 kids in one of the grades, and there was 17 left by the end of that day. Or on one day, there were 17 that had come to school. The rest of them were out with flu.
Enterprise. They have shut down school for the next couple of days, today and tomorrow, due to the flu outbreak. And this really boils down to no one was around anybody for 2 to 3 years, and it makes you, when you get near somebody, you don't get whatever they got because your immune system is down.
I have heard the flu is really bad everywhere.
Yeah. So watch people, wash your hands. I don't know what else you can do about it, but do that. And the flu shot is out there if you want to get that. I did see a story that I watched, and I just don't think people are going to start lining up for this. They're coming out with another jab for COVID. It will be available in 2023. Here's the part. You no longer will be able to bounce in anywhere and just get that. You will have to purchase it. And you know how much that little bad boy is going to cost? Somewhere between $110 to $130. There will be no waiting lines, I'm telling you. That is over.
Oh. Okay.
I doubt many people go get it. When you start charging for that, the people aren't coming.
Yeah.
Just letting y'all know. We got a forum coming up in Marion let's see, the 27th would be Thursday night. They're going to discuss your garbage fees and your water fees. Might be good to go listen to the mayor. Larry Gill is going to be up on the podium. He's always got a smile. Find out if the rates are going to go up a little bit there.
That's at the Shriners.
Yeah.
6 to 7 p.m.
Nice building. Just don't lean up against that little fake wall like I did. It moves.
Yeah, somebody have to come pick you up.
Larry said, "You all right over there, Scott Ray?"
Gosh.
It was funny. Let's see. We also had a gas leak yesterday afternoon. Nothing major, but it was the smell. And, well, someone struck it there as we pull this up. We did have this happen there on State Boulevard. There around 20th Street. It was quickly repaired. Everybody was okay. But always good to know when those things happen in your area. Not a great place to have a smoke.
No.
Not a bit.
That kind of concerned me yesterday about the, where we were talking about, which you'll get to, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about that now.
Okay.
There was a car fire yesterday, and I stumbled upon it as we come up on this. Was at State Boulevard. I'm not going to play because it's kind of loud with all the sirens and everything, but it started out here, and as we come up, this is it fully engulfed as Cicalina arrived to put the fire out.
Well, when you said that he had said he just filled up with gas, that would have concerned me. I think I'd have been going.
But you'll
the other
see,
direction.
they got the fire before it reached the gas tank in the back.
Thank goodness.
But it was slinging bolts from underneath the hood. And the gentleman had pulled up to the stop sign, and a lady was coming along, and she saw his car smoking and rolled down her window and said, "Your car's on fire." And he goes, "No, it ain't." She goes, "Yeah, it is." And he leaned down, and he was able to get out of his car. Now, what I didn't ask him, because we all know you got that extra junk in your car.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you hate to lose everything you got in your car?
Yeah, I mean, that would be bad.
Y'all get over here and help me drag it out.
Yeah.
Quick.
But look, that happened one time headed to school. Mine was just like a radiator hose had busted and was squirting on the motor. But back in high school, a friend of mine was riding with me, and we were like, it was smoke rolling out under there. I was like, "Get your powers, I mean, we were bailing everything out of it.
It was just a radiator?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't anything. But I just wonder what caused it. I wonder if it could have been like a battery or.
It was underneath the vehicle is where the that started. Now, whether or not he had driven through some grass before that, I don't know.
Right.
So, a few of the things. We got a lot more that's going on in the community we're going to be talking about. Also, we're going to learn out how you can help Santa this year. We got some special guests coming up, that and so much to talk about today. Y'all don't rush off. We'll find out something that you'll like here in just a second. Y'all stay close. The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville is passing along these great savings this week. Red, yellow, or orange bell peppers, 2 for $3. Fresh blueberries, $2.99 a pint. Halo mandarin oranges, a 3-pound bag, only $6.99. Sweet onions, a 3-pound bag, $3.99. Boston Butt Twin Pack, $1.59 a pound. And certified Angus beef ribeye steaks, family pack, just $12.99 a pound.
And we're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. Jackson Flowers has moved to their new location on Highway 19 North. They've been locally owned and operated for over 60 years here in the Meridian area. Open house will be November the 6th from 1 until 5 p.m. Continued great service that you've known for years. They offer floral arrangements, live and artificial, a gift shop, fall and Christmas decor, and birthday treats for the pups. Visit Jackson Flowers in their new location 2 miles north of Walmart on Highway 19 North. Jackson Flowers, for all occasions. And welcome back with Scott Ray and Candace. As you were making fun of that little ding, ding, ding sound a minute ago from Fox News, it was a breaking story.
Oh, really?
You know the basketball player that was arrested in Russia for the marijuana? They had court this morning. She ain't going nowhere. 9 years she gets to sit around and bounce the wall with the basketball.
Gosh. Goodness.
Now, y'all all know as well as I do, they're holding her till they come up with something they want from the United States, and they'll cut a deal.
Swap her
But
out,
she's not coming home early. No Thanksgiving turkey there.
Well, she knew. I mean, what was at stake when she took it over there. So
I don't know if y'all just heard Ellie and Sophie wanting to come in the studio to be on television a minute ago, but that's what was going on outside there.
You've been allowing her to come in, though.
She'd been sitting in my lap. She was all ready for this morning. Then she got snoring over here, and I thought, well, that wouldn't work out good. She fell flat asleep. We welcome our special guest this morning, and they got so much to tell us of events coming up. Let me turn on some microphones so y'all can hear them. We've got Claire and also Kim. How are y'all doing?
We're doing good. Thanks for having us.
Good morning.
So y'all are out to tell us about a little program that you have coming up that will help Santa.
Yes. So this is called Be a Santa to a Senior. Home Instead Senior Care puts this on. This is our 4th year, I think. Right. So what this is it's an opportunity for us to be able to give back to our community. We say Be a Santa to a Senior because Home Instead used to be Home Instead Senior Care. We have dropped the senior care part of that because we care for anybody that needs help in their homes. So some of these you will see some younger years on there instead of it just being seniors. But it's people in our community that need help, that may be on hard times, that don't have family,
that
they
happens
won't
a lot,
receive
doesn't
a
it?
gift at Christmas, and stuff like that. So Last year we did over 300 individuals, and we also have something called Totes of Love that's part of this program. And what that is we have some places that they are receiving life-altering treatments.
Okay.
And we are taking these totes full of these items and giving them so that they can use them during their treatment processes.
Okay.
So last year we did over 200 totes. I think we have on our list about 275
Yes.
for this year already.
I know, like when my wife Angie had to have her cancer treatment, they gave
Yes.
her a little tote bag
Yes.
when she would have to go into that.
Yes.
It's kind of
Yes.
similar to
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Blankets
Yes.
and things to keep
Yes,
warm.
because they stay cold, and I know one of the places before that I had taken somewhere also, like, snacks. I mean, things like that. Also
Yeah.
word puzzles and things like that. Because of course it's just a long day for
Yeah.
them.
Yes. Yeah. So this program is going to kick off next Tuesday at our office. It's our open house for Be a Santa to a Senior. That's Tuesday, November the 1st. At our office at 4525 Popper Springs Drive. It's going to start at 10 a.m. and it's going to go to 3 that day. It's just a stop and go type
Yeah.
of thing. We're going to have some Christmas cookies and some drinks, and an opportunity for people to be able to come in and see our office and talk to us about what we do and about the program. And we're going to have our tree that's going to have bulbs on it. And each bulb represents an individual that has that need.
So you can take one off the tree.
Yes, you adopt it. You're adopting that person for the holidays.
Now,
So-
how many would you go out on a limb and guess, or how many do you have that need a little something this year?
Well, I will tell you, I've just started doing the bulbs and already had, as of yesterday, about 125 bulbs. Like I said,
Enrolled.
last year we had over 300. So they're constantly coming in, and we're constantly replenishing them on the tree.
Okay.
And
Now,
I
this-
think every year it grows, so I look for it to be more.
Absolutely.
I mean,
And
just
what
with
this is-
everything's going on.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
no.
just with everything going on, I think each year it grows. I mean, especially with everything going on in our community. So.
it is. Now,
Yeah, so what this is other organizations and places like home health agencies and other like residents of senior adults and stuff like that, they give us these names. And they're like on the bulb, it's just going to have their first name
Right.
and their age and their sex. And then a list of items that they have requested or their needs. And and everything's coded for privacy and
Yeah, I get
reasons.
that.
So we don't even know who they are. We wrap the gift once it comes in, and we send it back to the agency, and the agency is who takes it
That's
to the
good.
to the
That's
individual.
good. And sometimes that's all a person like this gets at Christmas.
Right.
So if you can help out, and again, what day and what hours is this going to be?
So bulbs will go on the tree on November the 1st. Open house is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at our office. That's 4525 Popper Springs Drive, Homestead Senior Care. But we'll have bulbs on the tree. Last day to turn in bulbs will be December the 12th. Is when our deadline is to get the gifts back to us.
Okay. Well, we got more coming up. We all got some more questions for y'all on the way. And Claire, I got to ask this outright. Did you bring enough gum for the rest of us? Because I think she's being stingy over there. Did
I'm
you
always
offer
chewing
any?
gum. I really need a cough
did.
drop, but nobody had any for me this morning.
Look, I brought this today, and I am going to share.
What is that? I mean, I know it's candy, but what kind
Yeah,
is
but
it? It may not be
yeah.
anything I like.
Angie, my wife got this, and I was standing there looking at it, and she goes, "You know what that is, don't you?" And I said, "No, let me open this, y'all.
Well, I'll tell you this. If you really want to get to my heart and some of the people in my office,
I'm going to throw
it'd be
this
Hershey's.
over. I've never done this
it would be
before.
that, and it would
What
be
is
a
it?
Reese's
Oh my
Pieces.
gosh.
There you go.
Is
All
it?
right.
feel like
Not
we're-
even- I mean, like, that's hard.
I feel like
What
it's
is that?
somebody from a
That looks
Candy
like.
sticks.
What is that?
See, now-
Superman candy stick.
Oh, is that like the cigarettes? Like
This is what looked like.
Oh my
you
gosh!
remember when
Hold
we
on,
were little?
look.
They had
Do they
candy
light up?
cigarettes.
I mean, they don't light up. They're
So
not.
they
Well,
had
I
a
don't-
red
Look,
tip
Yeah.
and all
this
that.
is
used to
tell
smoke.
Tammy.
Thank the Lord they don't have.
Tammy,
They
look.
have changed the packaging. They've reinvented it because when we were all little,
You can't
this
be
was
giving these to kids.
So how does this
candy? I mean, candy.
like how does this go with Batman?
I don't know, but
It's like
Oh, we have Superman
a
over
sword.
here.
We got Superman. This make us super if we smoke
but
things.
seriously, this is
If,
what it's
yeah, if I
called
eat
now.
this stick, am I going to be like a superhero?
They have changed the name of it, and the little red tip is gone off.
I mean,
of
we
it.
can't even out.
It's
We're
called
smoking.
candy sticks,
We can't
though.
be cool no more.
You cannot.
My goodness.
But wow, they still taste
Thank
good.
goodness they don't have those anymore, though, because I remember, because everybody, and I say everybody, when we were younger,
I can't
lots
say what
of
I want to
people
say on
smoked.
air. So
They did,
be
yeah.
quiet.
Times have changed, and they used to, even if y'all remember, they had gum back in the day that you could blow on and it would actually smoke.
Smoke, yes.
Oh, really?
My wife told me that I was imagining things this morning. I said, no, they
It
had
was
it.
real,
She just looked at me, and I said, I know they did.
Well, they had the, what was it, Big League chewing tobacco gum, they had that stuff.
Y'all
I
need to
remember
try
I guess
that.
they
These
still
ain't
got
no
that.
good.
Huh?
This is good.
They're not
No,
good.
it's not.
Tastes like
You're
chalk.
telling stories.
Maybe it's because you had that
You
gum
got a
in your
sweet
mouth
wife,
that you
but
didn't
you're
share
telling
with everybody,
stories.
Claire.
I'm telling. I'm gonna eat another one because
Well, you go right ahead. I'll tell you later
Okay,
when we're not
well-
on air what they are supposed to be. But go
Try it.
ahead.
What do you think?
Candace, don't be lying on air.
I bet that tastes like chalk.
They do.
Didn't
Not that I
thought it
used
was
to
pretty
eat
good.
I don't know. It kind of tastes like,
Nothing. About like they want me to always eat salad. And I
you know
tell
how
them
when you
that's
put
like eating paper with
chapstick on
water.
your lips and you get a little bit of it in your mouth? It kind of tastes like chapstick.
It didn't to me. Boy.
Well,
It's sweet.
Look
a
here, no
little bit.
salad eater. You watch yourself over there.
I know. I'm like waiting on a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit that somebody would have got me when I get back.
Somebody had, cigar gum. I forgot about that. They used to
Oh,
do
yeah.
that too. It looked like a cigar.
It just shows you how America has changed and what has gone on.
Yeah.
There were gum cigarettes. They had powder and the paper that looked like smoke. It sure did.
Yep.
I
try
could
not to
probably
be
say a
chewing my
lot of
gum.
stuff right now.
Oh, well, you're probably thinking
We
the
were
same
thinking
thing
the
we
same
were,
thing.
but anyway, I just decided
could
I might
probably
get in
say,
trouble.
I'm surprised they don't have so and so gum and so and so
Yeah.
candy.
Well, if you hold this up, this looks like something
Well,
else.
that's what we were saying over here, but I said I probably wouldn't post that on the air, so I was going to be nice over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at it looks like something.
Yeah.
But that's candy, y'all. Huh. Try you some today.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it there. We've got much more coming up as we'll get back into some more local stories and we'll check in with our special guest, our candy tasters. I think y'all faked it over there, but we're going to do that next. Good morning. The Neshoba County Co-op, 338 West Main Street in Philadelphia, is ready for deer season. Are you? Come choose from one of the largest hunting boot selections around that fits you. The scent wall is packed with many brands that you trust like Tinks and many more. Tons of deer attractions like Acorn Rage, Persimmon Crushed, or Deer Cocaine. All styles and types of feeders that you may need this year. Maybe it's a deer condo you need or a pop-up blind, hunting clothes and more. You'll find it all. And remember, all roads lead to the Neshoba County Co-op.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
When you gear up and journey out, with nothing but you and the wilderness for miles, just remember, you're the boss. Steel MS-271 Farm Boss, built for the toughest jobs. Journey onward.
And welcome back with Scott Ray and Candace. And the big subject has come up. I don't know when they hit stores, but where is the little Debbie man that can break the news and let us know when the Christmas tree things will be out?
They're out.
Hey.
Oh, Kim's done
Oh, they
good.
are?
They're out.
Yeah,
The
Kim's done
pig
took care
has
of
them
them.
for sure because I bought some.
Oh.
And I saw one box at Dollar General.
Somebody done robbed
It'll be
them.
a scrap
yesterday.
over
Have
that.
y'all seen the Christmas tree cake ice cream?
No,
Did you know they had
I
it?
saw the commercial for it.
No, I
Yes, they got that, and then I saw where somebody made a Christmas tree cake. Like they used it.
Well, those things are really good. They don't make them long, so stock up, get you several boxes when you feel the urge that you like those. Get them while you can.
They're good. Really, they're a zebra cake with that looks like a Christmas.
But the zebra cake doesn't taste as good as a Christmas tree.
Yeah,
It's the
maybe it's
flavoring.
a little bit of difference.
That's just my 2 thoughts on that.
Yeah.
As we look at some headlines across America, Jackson State, this is big news. ESPN is headed there to do their live show there for College Game Day, the first time ever. So congratulations to Jackson State. That'll be big for them to do that.
Yes.
Now, and ladies, since y'all are all here, I'll take your survey on this. Have you ever bumped into a man that you just feel like, that's the love of my life? Just,
I married
I know.
him.
My husband.
All right, how long did you know him?
Well, I've known him. I knew him for a long time.
Yeah.
But no, when we first met, I didn't think that. But we were best friends.
Okay, yeah. How long did it take you?
It took a little while.
5 years or better?
Yeah.
Candace, it took
pretty
you,
weird
what, a
to
week?
me.
No, it didn't take a week. Darn.
Hey, 2 hours? What was it?
Look,
He's been ugly.
No, I'm
how long
curious.
did it take you, Scotty Ray?
We got married within a year
Okay.
of meeting each other. I was 21, and I didn't know a lot, did I?
It was over a year before we got married. So
Over a year. But I bring this up because this lady, she's been married for 14 years. She has 2 kids. She goes to a convention, and she's sitting down, I guess, at the Holiday Inn, where you can go get your little snack there. And this old boy come through the room. She goes, "Oh, it's the love of my life." She left her husband.
Oh, my.
she just looked at him and said,
Called him and left him. He dumped her the next day. Now she has no husband and no boyfriend.
She might be one of those crazy ones.
I just say,
How does
Snakes up in their
someone
head.
get it in their head that is like altering life? She left her husband over this.
So she was like, what's her name, darling, on the Andy Griffith?
Yes. She's after this was
That's a little minimal
Australia is where that happened. But she sure left the old boy. After 14 years of going to work every day and giving her everything he had, she left him.
And then the other guy just dropped her, right?
Yeah, he
So
ghosted out of the scene, as they put it nowadays.
It was all over but the crying, yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I just thought y'all needed to share that. So if you're thinking that's the love of my life, it ain't always what do they call that about the green grass?
Grass is
and the
always green
electric
on the other
fence.
side.
Yeah.
The electric
I like
fence.
You get zapped.
yeah.
So just be careful. We found out this morning Megyn Kelly's sister passed away. You know, the Fox co-host, the former Fox co-host, 58 years old. She had a heart attack.
Oh, wow.
Megan said she was leaving this morning to go to her funeral to be with her parents.
Awful, though.
Unexpected there. We also had another death. America's Got Talent. Now, I didn't watch this, but one of the finalists, his name was Zuro Craig, was pronounced dead yesterday, 44. Then we would have a car wreck yesterday afternoon.
That was awful.
Yes, it was.
And he was
He's so
funny.
funny. He is.
You know,
he is so
if
funny.
you go to his page, because I followed him, because he is so funny.
Yeah, he's got a lot of funny
Did
things
you
on there.
see the day before his wreck? He was singing with this other guy, and I think it was When the Roll Is Called Up Yonder.
Oh,
I'll
really?
Be there.
No, I didn't see that.
Yes,
That's
and
weird.
he said, "I'll be there."
Well,
the
he got
next
to go the
day.
next day.
Oh, my.
Yes,
You never know when
he,
you're...
I remember him on Will and Grace.
he posts these little videos. Did you say you followed him, Claire?
Well, Wayne actually just pulled him up last night. But I just remember seeing him. He was on Will and Grace some. He was always so funny.
Yeah,
I didn't realize he was that young.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was
looked
that
older.
young either.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, he always did these little skits, just live little videos from his home and stuff, just out of the blue, and he'd be exercising. Or something.
Yeah, or either he'd be
It's
like
just
one of them I saw. He was like in the bed and like he was like doing
Yeah.
something. And he was talking to his mama, which I mean I don't know if she's really still alive or not. But anyway, it's just funny.
So funny though.
But he car wreck, passed away, and you never know when your time card's going to be punched.
Well, they said that they thought that he had a medical condition, like
And
something
caused it.
happened to him that it caused him to wreck. Yeah.
Now, that happened in Natchez this week, as we had someone who had a wreck, and
Yeah.
she was 68, almost the same age, and it was a medical condition that she had. And we've had that happen locally of people that that wrecked of something happens. It's scary.
It is.
I remember someone telling me a story. They saw someone in front of them having a heart attack, and they were doing it, and they got in front of them and let them hit their car to slow the car down. Whew, boy, boy.
Quite nice.
As we see some other stories that are coming, I brought this up. This is just horrifying. Have y'all ever been on a subway? You ever been on one?
I haven't. I've been on one of those little tram things in the airport in Atlanta. It's kind of subway.
Kim, you ever been on a subway?
I don't think so.
But I say this after reading the story. When you get off, you better get off. It was a boy getting off, 20 years old. The door slammed quick. It caught his book bag and drug him to his death. He had it on his back. He couldn't get it off. And there was no, they're fast.
But that's like she's talking about in the airport, though. I mean,
Yeah, they're...
Yeah.
Especially when you got some of your luggage with you.
And,
That's the only kind of-
eventually they will they'll have to put some type of safety device. It won't be like the movies where they barely get in
It's
anymore.
been rough though. Like I don't even know that I would take my chances going down to the subway in New York. People are getting pushed down in front of them.
13 people so far have been
It's
pushed to
awful.
their death in New York.
Or the lady that was beaten down there. The guy
is.
just randomly walks up to her and starts beating her. Awful.
And since you bring that up, and I mentioned this is what is being headlined out of Fox News this morning as the deadliest law that has ever been passed. And I'm talking Illinois, Chicago. You might not want to go there come January. They have passed a law, and this is where they get rid of your bail. You don't have to have any of that.
Stupid.
If you have a leg monitor, like you've done something bad and you're on, got that little blinking thing, I know that y'all both had them before.
House arrest.
House arrest. They will not even go look for you now until 2 days later.
Yeah, you got 48 hours to do
you
what you
got
want
time
to
to leave the country.
do. Can you imagine what they can do in 48 hours?
I mean, yeah.
This is
That's crazy.
This is division in America like I have never in my
You know what
life
that's
seen.
called? Ignorance.
It's something.
That's what that is.
I don't know where this is going to go in the end. A country cannot survive letting criminals rule the streets, and that's what that is. Doing away with bail, this goes into effect January 1, and there's more to this law than I've read. I haven't read the fine print, but it really is designed to help those breaking the law do more.
I mean, I just really don't understand why do you arrest somebody if you're not going to give them any kind of repercussion, like to pay bail or anything? I mean, what are you doing? Bringing them in for a meal and a nap?
It's something to that effect.
Letting them recharge for the next crime? I don't know.
Y'all hang on. We got some more coming up here in just a moment. We're going to go back this day in history in just a moment.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, or conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
Jan says she refuses to ride the subway when she's in New York City, uses Uber. It might be a little bit safer and quicker to get where you need to go when you're there in New York there.
Yeah.
I was just looking at some of the comments of the different people watching from all over this year, this morning. Hickory, Pat and Jim Coker up there. How y'all doing?
Yes.
Glad to see you there. All right, let's take a moment and step back in time and see if you remember any of these. She would, Black and White was the first time I saw her on television, and she was noted for this one thing. It would be, her hat. Everybody become so familiar with her. Minnie Pearl, born in 1912 on this day.
And how many? And she was a very educated
Oh, yes.
lady.
Sarah
we talked
Cannon.
about that. But yeah, she always had the little tag hanging from her hat. How many times have you seen somebody with their tag go, "Come on, Minnie Pearl"?
Yes, that's often
Just
referred
reference that,
to. Let's see what else went on this day. This was kind of like everybody's mom. If you could be Fonzie's mom, well, you had it on a stick here, as Marion Ross has a birthday today, born in 1928. Do y'all remember her?
Now, wasn't she Marion on the show too, or was she? What was her name on the show? Do y'all know?
That's me.
Mrs.
On
C.
Happy Days, Mrs. C.
C.
Cunningham. Yeah,
But
I thought her name was Marion.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I
seems like
watched the
that's right,
Fonz.
Yeah, that was a good show.
1970, she's a single white female. Anybody remember that song? Yeah. Shelley Wright was born on this day, 1970. So that makes her 52 today. So big happy birthday to her. We got a lot more that you might recognize quicker. 1971, I remember as a kid sitting at Northeast Lauderdale. I don't know if y'all had this or not. Northeast Lauderdale Elementary School. And I think it was at 2 o'clock you got to watch television. And we got to watch The Electric Company.
I loved it.
Anybody remember
Electric Company.
Morgan Freeman as he was on The Electric Company?
I do. I remember I watched it all the time. That and Sesame Street. You know, that was like back to back almost.
But you know, Morgan, if I am not mistaken, was in his 50s when he got this break. He had gotten older, and he didn't get his big break until later in life. And boy, when it hit, it hit. Mm-hmm. Still good today. I liked Morgan. He was a great actor.
He was. Or he is, yes.
As 1982, we go back to that year. When I watched the show, I remember as a kid thinking, there is no way Bob Newhart got a hot chick like that for his wife. And I think most people would agree with me. I don't remember their names, but this guy right here that wore the overalls was the funniest guy on there.
That's funny.
It had about a 5-6 year run there of Newhart. It was kind of funny. They were like up in the northern with snow and had an inn, if I remember.
And wasn't there two brothers that would come in? That was.
You're thinking of Larry, and this is my brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl.
But weren't they on this show?
It may have been.
I think they were, yeah.
Do y'all have any cousins like that? Lord have mercy.
Some people like that, I think.
1984. I don't know her music, but I know this girl is big. A lot of people love her music. And Katy Perry was born on this day back in '84. Can y'all name that tune? You know anything that she sang?
Fireworks.
That's a song?
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't listen to her music.
I was thinking of Donna Summer.
Donna Summer?
Fire.
Oh, fire. Yeah, that's fire. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not the same thing. Okay.
If you heard this song that she sung, because I'm not going to sing it, Claire Mike is singing it.
If I sing, they're just all jealous.
Now, y'all can all sit back and act like you ain't never sang along with this next song, but I know every one of you going to be lying if you say you didn't. 1980, a group called AC/DC would come along. She shook me all night long.
Okay,
Y'all
Kim,
remember
there you
that?
go. It's your chance.
There we go.
Y'all please live.
That was a good song.
Do you do
That
the
was
air
a good
drums and
song.
sing as you do that?
I kind of like the hair bands.
I got you. Just checking that. But that was a huge, huge song.
It was.
She was a fast machine. She had
Kept
her.
Kept her motor clean.
She was the best blank I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
That's it.
Y'all are good on this. Anybody remember the TV show called F Troop? Well, I see the distance in y'all's eyes. You know, every day I'm having to adjust some things because people just don't know them anymore.
Yeah.
They've gone away, and I guess F Troop is falling into that category as Forrest Tucker passed away on this day back in '67. F Troop was big during its day. The guy that was on Mayberry RFD, Ken, I think he was in that.
I think
others.
you can still watch that on May TV.
Yeah.
Because when we go
I can tell ain't none of y'all going to
when
be
we go
watching it.
camping, I've watched it, but I didn't watch it when I was younger.
Okay, everybody sing along and say, dang me, you ought to take a rope and hang me.
Yeah. I
Anybody know
remember
this
that.
one?
I do remember.
Or trailers for sale or rent. I can't carry a tune, but Roger Miller passed away on this date back in 1992. Of course, king of the road.
Wayne could too.
He was really, my uncle used to love me, but she died. Chicken ain't chicken till it's looking good fried. Keep on the sunny side.
I do remember the trailers for sale or rent.
You don't know
and
the
I
rest
remember
of
the
it.
other one. Huh?
You don't know the other one there?
I've never heard that.
I always loved that line. My uncle used to love me, but she died. And I often wondered as a kid, what does that mean? I don't know what he meant, but we'll leave it at that. Let's see a few other things that occurred today. 1993, the guy around Halloween that scared you as a kid. I remember watching through my fingers on the couch like this of those scary shows. Do y'all remember Vincent Price?
That voice.
Oh, I know. He was just like major spooky.
Yeah. Wasn't he like the voice of the Twilight Zone or something?
I think you're
Or maybe
right.
something, one of those. I don't
Yeah, he was right up in that.
I hated those Twilight Zone movies. You know, the one when they're in the plane and there's something on the wing. And
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. This would shock America. This would be one of the first times anything like this happened. 1994 is where we'll go. Does the name Susan Smith ring a bell to anyone?
This was horrible. Horrible when she had everybody looking for her 2 children because she said somebody had carjacked her car, and then come to find out she had buckled them in their car seats and ran the car off in a lake.
Oh my goodness.
Heartless is not even the word to begin that story. And America really had never seen that.
Yeah.
I remember, that was back when CNN was like the news leader, and you were just enthralled about what was going on, that someone would do this.
And I assume she's probably still in jail somewhere, probably getting
I think
3 meals a day. And
A good bed. And
Yeah.
But as we see, they're letting people out. We go back to Bob Newhart. Let's bring him back up one more time. A cast of the show. And I tried to find a color picture, but I couldn't. I had to take what I could get.
She's redheaded, wasn't she?
Yes, she sure was. Y'all remember this young lady that was on there? The Bob Newhart show?
She was funny.
She's kind of like the
She was
secretary.
Yeah.
Back in 2013, she passed away on this date. But she was a great actress. She did a lot with them.
Marshall Wallace.
Yeah. That's a little trip back in time. Maybe you remember a few of those. And I don't remember this. Scott just asks us, if you bring up F Troop, then try remembering Vance to the rear of the movie. I don't know that movie. Advance. I don't know that one. There was the Rear View. There was some movie. I can't remember what it was, but I don't know that one.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one either. So. Goodness.
Yeah, well, there you go. A quick look back on it. We got so much more coming up. We're going to get back into some more local events that have gone on in the area. What we got?
The guy that we said was creepy sounding.
Yeah.
He was the voice on Michael Jackson's Thriller album.
Oh, that's right.
When
Where
he
you
was
do that.
doing the darkness. So, you know when he has that talking thing
They
at
have
the end
that.
of it.
I don't have a clue. Look over there. Look at them. Both of them just standing there staring. They ain't got a clue what you're saying.
You know Michael Jackson's Thriller song?
oh yeah, I know that.
You know the part that there's some, and those of us who shall be found. You know how they talking without the soul.
They didn't
for
get that
getting
CD,
down.
dear, for graduation. I can see it. They
Look,
didn't.
I'm over here reading this information. Look,
Okay.
Susan Smith will be eligible for parole in November 2024.
Yeah, hopefully she don't get it.
Yeah, I hope
That's
not.
awful.
More on the way with Scotty Ray and Candace as we bring you good cheer and smiles and laughs and all that good stuff this morning right here.
Time to stop spending your entire weekend mowing grass. Step up to a Skag zero-turn lawnmower. Freeman Tractor in Collinsville has the #1 rated zero-turn mower, Skag, with cutting widths from 36 inches to 72 inches. Skag, the #1 choice of professional landscapers because they know nothing outcuts or outlasts a Skag. 0% financing for 48 months with payments starting as low as $129 a month. Stop by Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 and see coleslaw or buttermilk.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Join Mike Rice Auctions and Wholesales every Tuesday night for a live auction, and you can bid from the comfort of your own home. Each week, Mike has a whole selection of auction items. Maybe you're a business that needs a liquidation sale. Or maybe you're in charge of an estate and don't know what to do with all you got. Talk to Mike Rice Auctions about an estate sale. Let Mike turn these items into cash for you. Your next deal is waiting for you at Mike Rice Auctions and Wholesale this Tuesday night, live on Facebook at 6:30. Godwin Cleaning Services, you'll find them today. They've been busy. I'm telling you, everywhere, and they just released more stuff on their website that I was looking at of all the drone cleaning that they do to get to those hard-to-reach buildings that have height and hard to get little corners. They do all this for you. You can visit with them, get maybe if you got vinyl siding, maybe your house is brick and it's got a little bit of stain to it, see them. Let them take care of this problem before you get you on a schedule. They can do that, no problems at all. Whether it's stone, brick, or maybe it's a roof that needs cleaning. They do a lot of roofs that really brightens your home, makes it look new again. See them, driveways. Yep, we can even go back in the back area there and take care of windows and decks and steps.
Yeah.
Make it non-slippery again.
Because that can be dangerous.
Can be. See them. Clarkdale's been out to visit with them. A whole lot of other folks. Mississippi office is 601-253-8262 is the number to call, and they'll get you all straightened out there and make it look good again before Thanksgiving arrives. You got to get that ready for the family and friends that are coming over for your next big Thanksgiving event.
Yes.
Have to keep things tidy and all nice there. Let's see, as we dance around and see what else is going on around the community here. I wanted to bring up, you remember the guy that's the night show host, that James Corden?
Yeah, and he also did that car karaoke.
He did.
Yeah.
Did. He's made somewhat of an apology on his television show that, well, he didn't mean it. He might have sounded ugly, but he really didn't do it. It's not much of an apology at all, and most Americans aren't falling for it. When you're bad, and he'll be a Michael Jackson song. Wasn't that a song bad?
Yeah.
I thought so.
It was.
I'm really not equipped for that. I mean, as y'all were having all these different proms and stuff, I was over at Northeast. I want to say our prom was Texas Women by Hank Jr. I think that was the prom theme, if I remember
really?
right.
Texas Women by Hank Jr.
Y'all remember that?
How'd they dress? Like,
They may be from Waco or out on Lampasas, but one thing about it, they all come from Texas. I'm a country plowboy, not an urban cowboy.
yeah, I have not
Everybody
heard.
sang along with that.
I hadn't heard that. You had to start picking some songs that I know.
Well, I mean, they voted and Whiskey Bent and Hellbound didn't get chosen for our senior class. They tried to, and no one wanted to go with that. Y'all got to learn your Hank Jr. It's just like un-American not to know every Hank Jr. song that's ever been released.
I can tell you though, yeah, what's the song? This isn't a Hank Jr. song, but Brown Eyed Girl. That was one that everybody got out and danced to, or Sweet Home Alabama.
Jimmy Buffett, that kind of era. And somebody done it before Buffett. I think it was even bigger, but I can't remember who it was.
Yeah. Those would always get somebody out on the dance floor. You know, I'd be the first one out there and the last one off.
I was not a dancer, and I never.
I love to dance.
Yeah.
Used to.
not my thing.
I'd throw a knee out or something. Look, I could still shake it down at home.
Shake it down?
I love to dance.
In the living room, I
the
could.
living room.
Me and my little boy will get in there and turn we'll say, Alexa, play whatever, and we'll get in there and dance around and have fun. He loves to dance, too.
We do.
Martin Volunteer Fire Department's had to pull her up more than once.
Look, I really do have to be careful because I will throw out a knee now.
Our next headline across America, this is sad, and it didn't get a lot of talk as we go to St. Louis. We had a teacher and a student killed yesterday. A gunman took them out on the school campus. He was 20 years old before police took him down. It was good that he was taken out. How horrifying. More children could have been hurt with this. As we move around, Marco Rubio, one of his employees, have y'all seen this, was attacked?
I did hear about it, yes. He was attacked because he had a T-shirt on.
Yeah,
that was,
had a Marco Rubio T-shirt on.
Yeah.
He was attacked for his political beliefs, beaten pretty bad. He's in the hospital. We hope he has a speedy recovery.
But you know, from what I know, you've brought it up, and then I think Fox brought it up. But they said that you have not heard any other network bring up that.
Oh yeah, it's been really quiet.
Yeah,
They don't want that out.
Goodness.
I didn't realize this, but boy, that Uvalde incident that happened at that school, they had the first firing last Friday of a police officer that didn't do his job. No matter how you slice it, he didn't. They got there, didn't do it. This morning, did y'all realize when that first came out, they blamed a teacher for leaving a door open? And guess what? That was so far from the truth. It's not even funny. They released the video footage of it where she kicks the stand out of the way and closes the door. Now, they're saying that something happened to the door itself and didn't lock like it should have, but the teacher did exactly. And she went on to say, she goes, I'm watching the news going, I closed that door. Can you imagine what went through your mind of being accused nationally television that you caused the deaths of someone?
Oh, I mean, other people were probably hateful to her.
I'm sure
about it.
Yeah.
They corrected it, but the damage had already been done.
Well, when you see the videos of the people just standing there and not going in, all those police officers and stuff, and
That was unheard of.
it's crazy.
Now, New York City, as we go there, there's a cop there that said 56 complaints against him. He goes, say what you like, but he goes, I am about the only one and only type that's going to bring law and order back because I make people do what they have to. He arrests people, he strong arms them, takes them down, and he gets complaints. There will be a day, as we all know, that any complaint will take an officer off of the street. We're headed to that, as we say, St. Louis doing these new laws.
Yeah, it's crazy how it's gotten. The criminals have more rights than the people who are,
Now, here's somebody
the
else that
victims.
went to visit Russia, just like that basketball player that's not going to be coming back joining us for quite some time, an ex-U.S. diplomat. How do you think that in your right mind of going through checkpoint A that, hey, let's fill it full of weed and see if we can get by? That's what he did. They found it, 17 grams of weed.
I don't know what that means.
Me either.
Any amount would probably be,
It's translated a little different there in Russia as to what he actually had there, but he's going to be spending some time because the basketball player, I don't think, had a whole lot. She had enough to be arrested.
Did she not have like a vape thing that had the, what was it that she had?
It's been so long, I can't remember. I thought she had actual weed, but
I don't know. I'm not sure. I thought it was like one of those vape things with the
HTC.
Yeah. I thought that's what it was.
And the more you look around America of people that is the word recreational, is that what I'm looking for when it comes to drugs? You have no idea of the different walks of life that do this. Now, there's always a particular group that people try to blame that has the look unclean, show maybe their clothes aren't the cleanest, and they go, they're on drugs. But no, that's
just
not
a stereo. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is bankers. As we look at a headline here in New York, they've got somebody that is a trader on the New York stock market, a school teacher, and I forget what the other one done as stay-at-home dad. All dead from overdose. Yeah, who could be a stay-at-home dad?
Yeah. From the fentanyl overdoses. Yeah. I heard this morning, and it might be in one of our stories that I don't know, but a cop was patting somebody down. Did you hear that? He was like frisking somebody and got it on his hands and had to be and had an overdose of it like that, and they had to revive him.
Wow.
I read that wrong.
Very dangerous.
What this goes back to where I said the stay-at-home dad. It's a stay-at-home dad that started a company that was doing illegal drugs and sending them out. He is the guy connected to all three of these people that died. He provided the drugs to them. He didn't work. His wife let him stay at home, and he started his own little entrepreneur company on the side.
Yeah.
Drugs.
Money.
It's crazy. I mean, I even read the other day where folded money is being laced with fentanyl, being thrown on the ground, and that was like down around the coast area here in Mississippi.
Well, like they said, even like into candy and stuff. I mean, like it's been crazy.
Yeah.
One final question before we go to another break here, and I'm going to ask each y'all since y'all are the ladies. Elvis, was he hit on a stick at one time? Boy, and there was silence across the room.
I mean, Elvis is still,
But if we remember, I really thought y'all were Elvis fans over there, but apparently not. Y'all do know that that's like, you live in Mississippi and you act like that, somebody's going to get you. It's coming.
No sense.
Somewhere today.
You gotta be real.
I mean, women would like just melt over him back in the day. Of course, none of us were around.
I mean, our parents, my mom would probably
in that time, but yeah. Women would just, what they call it, swoon over it.
Yeah. The young lady that was dating Elvis when he passed away, his client, she's talking about it. She goes, kissing Elvis was like kissing marshmallows. Is that a compliment in some kind of way in her?
I guess that
mind?
would mean his lips were soft. I don't know.
She said it was everything every woman ever thought about. Just thought y'all might want to know that.
I guess I just hadn't really thought about it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel so, I don't know, since y'all don't know Elvis.
We know him.
Elvis is a
we know who he
household
was.
name, I mean, everybody knows Elvis.
Okay.
And he has good music still, The music is love.
Coming back up, we're going to talk more about this, what you can do to help some folks here in the Meridian area as we get ready for the open house, as we'll tell you about how to gift someone and make their Christmas bright. That's all next.
On this field, as on the gridiron, each inch is fought for and marked by sweat. Each inch taken through disciplined training. With a Kubota L2501 tackling each inch in the trenches, whether those inches are measured here or here, all adding up to yards. For each yard, Kubota measures victory, and the touchdown is Parrish Tractor. Here, we're much more than a tractor store.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Welcome back with Scott Ray and Candace as we were discussing more and more Elvis things here this morning. There's so much that Elvis was just the man. There's no other way to put it there. Liked him a lot. As we turn to talk about our friends over at Snowden and Company, boy, they have a lot going on there at Snowden and Company. If you're looking for a home, talk to them first. You got Dakota and Heather, they've been there, and so many others that do this. They have a home. Maybe you don't see the home you like today. They could have it tomorrow. Call them. They'll write it down. When that house becomes available, they'll call you, let you go tour it there. You can look at them online from Clark, Neshoba, Newton. They've even expanded, as you go here and look, over to Brandon, the Flowood area, including Forest. Snowden Real Estate. 601-453-3937 is that number to call. You'll see it there. By appointments only on Saturday. Now, they're going to be closed on Sunday. They're headed off to church like you and I. See them. Just find out why so many people like them. There's a reason behind it. They're honest, and they'll handle all that paperwork. You won't have to be worried about it. 601-453-3937 is the number to call. Drop in and visit with them today.
They really are a good group to work with.
They are. The open house as we head back. Kim Claire, tell us a little bit more about this, of your deadline. When do we need to get this by, and what day you're doing this? This is a neat little thing to help out someone.
Yes, our open house for Be a Santa to a Senior is next Tuesday, November the 1st. It's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at our office. It's a stop and go thing, stop in when you can. We're going to have some Christmas cookies and some drinks, and you'll get to check out the bulbs that'll be on the tree with the names to be able to be adopted. And the deadline to bring the gifts back is December the 12th.
Not all that far off. That'll be here before you know it, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, items that you kind of know that are going to be on the list. Give me an example or two.
Yeah, I can. We have a gift suggestion sheet, and this will be, they fill this out for every individual, and it has like hand lotion, body lotion, reading glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, it would have the strength on there if they requested that. Like adult coloring books, with the crayons or the markers, cleaning supplies, slippers, socks, pajamas, sweaters, hats, scarves, gloves, stuff like that. Stuff that will help them in their homes, cooking utensils and oven mitts and bath towels and hand towels and stuff like that.
Help somebody. And again, as you pointed it out on this, now as you look at all this, the need is some folks don't even have family.
Right.
There is no one to fill that void.
Yes, yeah. And when you're going through these and you see, they could mark anything on here, and some of them will mark 2 or 3 items, because it's their need. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not their want. It's their need. And so it's pretty humbling when you're looking through these, and it's pretty fun when we get to see the people that come in, the moms that'll come in with their children, to show them the importance of giving, and and they'll see a name on the tree and it'll represent their grandfather's name or their grandmother's name or something like that, and that's why they picked that person, because they had the same name of their loved one. So it's pretty neat. To see how people connect with this.
Oh, yeah. And last year, I know we even had somebody call and they wanted to personally thank us. And, and like, we are all so blessed here. And it's like I tell my kids all the time, just like at church, most of us do the shoe boxes. And, I remember when the kids were younger, even now, but when they were younger, when we were putting the things in the shoe box, and my kids were like, we're putting washcloths in them. I'm like, yeah, that's what they need, and here our kids are complaining, because they don't get to eat,
or
eat
get
out
the
every
video
night,
game
or whatever,
Well, thank y'all for coming in. We do appreciate it. Kelly Clarkson coming up here in a minute. She's got a talk show she's going to talk about.
Yeah.
We'll be here throughout the day to tell you all about the weather that is coming up. All day we'll be ready to go live should there be a threatening thunderstorm. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you for having us.
Have a blessed day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: